Hello, fellow business leaders and entrepreneurs. I hope everything is going well. I'm Sean Joel here from Elevation Leaders, where we help you 10x your business valuation. Going to talk to you today about a subject we're hearing a lot about, the recession. Seeing a lot of economists talk and make predictions. Are we currently in a recession? Are we heading towards a worse recession? Some people say that the tail end of 2023 is going to be tough. I'm hearing 2024. I even read an article this morning talking that this recession is going to take us into 2025 and 2026. There is one thing that is true and that is a fact. The fact is we don't have any facts and we don't know what's going to happen because a recession is coming in the future, if it's coming at all. That being said, we can take certain steps along the way to ensure that we are making our businesses and our teams recession-proof. So let me take you through the top 3 tips on how to get this accomplished. Number 1, you've heard me talk a lot about this in the past, is your people. When you're talking about your people, you need to identify if you have the right people in the right seats. You may have the right people in the wrong seats, or you may flat out have the wrong people in the wrong seats. So depending on where you're at, number 1 thing to do is really to evaluate your talent. You want to evaluate the team that you currently have. You want to see if some of them need development, training, competency development specifically. These are things you need to work on. And sometimes in some difficult and more challenging cases, you may need to let some people go. Typically, when companies are doing well and are not as worried about the recession, we tend to balloon out of control when it comes to payroll. We seem to not be as worried, and having a few extra bodies, even though they're not as efficient as they could be, is not such a big deal. As the recession scare comes and is looming, we should definitely be working on our teams, making sure that the team we have is as efficient as possible. And if certain members don't fit values, culture, don't believe in your mission and your vision and what you're trying to accomplish, then it's time to let those people go. Number 2 are processes. So once you have figured out the right people in the right seats, now you need to be working on your processes. And again, as things are going well in the business or well enough, we don't spend a lot of time on process development. We'll wait for a crash, for a crisis, for a difficult customer experience to happen, and then we'll say, oh my gosh, we have something happening with our process, we need to fix this. We should obviously be working on processes all the time. When I'm talking about process, I'm talking about process mapping, continuous improvement, lean methodologies. The definition is how to eliminate any waste that is not bringing direct value to your customer. So it's really important that you're looking at your processes and that you're ensuring that there's nothing along the way that is hurting your customer value, that is just a useless task or a useless part of a process that is not bringing direct value to the end user of your product. Okay, so very important to refine your processes, and looking at a recession is the best time to cut the fat. So that would be obviously number 2, what I would look at. And then number 3 would be your market share. So what happens a lot of times in a recession is that most people, most companies will cut back on marketing, cut back on opportunities, they'll play it safe. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to differentiate yourself and your company and to go out there and see what opportunities are available. Typically, the best companies are the ones that thrive the most during a recession. As a matter of fact, I know certain entrepreneurs are so good at what they do that they actually look forward to a recession because they know that their competitors are going to become much more cautious. They're going to do, analysis by paralysis, and they're going to be stuck in their ways. They're not really going to be moving forward, and they're going to really have the opportunity to take over market share. And this is something that we did with our own lighting business during the recession and during tougher years in the past. It is a distinct opportunity. So it is a chance for you to go out there, do things differently, see what your differentiators are, and definitely gain more market share than you have in the past. So those are just 3 of the main things that you could be doing during the recession. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Maybe there is a recession. Maybe we're in it. Maybe it's going to get worse. But if you plan properly, you do the right things, you run the business the way it needs to be run, I can promise you that you'll come out on top. And don't let fear stop you. Yes, you got to do things the right way. Business fundamentals always come first, but there's never a reason for you not to be working on improving your company, specifically when times are a little bit tougher. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Please do share if you like this video and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Have a great day.